Okay, good morning class and welcome to our subject agricultural machine design. So this morning we are going to take up our introduction, and first we are going to define what is design. So the first definition here: design is the act of formalizing an idea or concept into tangible information. So here, from an idea or concept, you are going to transform it into tangible information by making drawing or sketches or making a plan. You can print it and you can show it to somebody who will manufacture or make the machine. So another definition is taking the concept for a machine to the point just before the process of converting it into physical or embodied form begins. So this is the gap between the idea and the actual construction. So you are here in a design is a process. It's the making of the information or transferring the idea into information which other person can understand or read. And lastly is design is the process of converting an idea into information from which a product can be made. So this is similar with the first definition. Now we'll go to classifications of machine design. Now, first one is what we call as adaptive design. So this type of design needs no special knowledge or skill and can be attempted by ordinary technical training. So the designer only makes minor alteration or modification designs of the product. So there's no need of special knowledge or skill. So maybe somebody or you have seen a machine, and by that you video, you take a picture, and then you just construct it and make some alteration or modification. Maybe you change the dimension, you change the shape, you change the form. So that is what we call as adaptive. Murang gi-adapt from what you have seen. So there's not much work done into the adaptive design. So the next one is what we call as development design. So in the development design, the design needs considerable scientific training ability in order to modify the existing designs into a new idea by adapting a new material or method of manufacture. In this case, though the designer starts from the existing design, product may differ quite markedly from original product. So in this case here, there is this original design or machine, but from that you have to make some modification, which is maybe adapting a new material, using different method of manufacture. So in that way you have really produced a new machine or a new product. Maybe the product or the machine was used for maybe like peanut, a crusher or like that, but maybe you wanted to use the idea, the technique for breaking, like some example pili nut, so it becomes a different product, from the original. So that is development design. The third one is the new design. Now, this type of design needs a lot of research, technical ability, and creative thinking. Only those designers who have personal qualities of a sufficient high order can work for a new design. In this case, this is really a new design or a new idea. So that's why it needs lots of research, technical ability. When you say lots of research, you have to read some literatures, look for similar machines, and then if you have found nothing, so that is what we call as you have to make your own, the new design. For example, in this case now, I have not seen, for example, a cassava peeler, no, machine that is used to peel cassava. As of this time, I have not seen a machine that is used for cassava peeling. So if you can develop a machine for this, so we can consider that this is a new design, no? So next is the design as classified into the methods used. Unsang methods ang gigamit. So the first one is what we call as rational design. So this type of design depends upon mathematical formulas of principle of mechanics. So naa say mga mathematical formulas, no, that you are going to adapt in order to make a product or a design output. So based on computational models to devise topological designs that results in the desired properties. For example, here, if we want to design a flywheel, no, so you know a flywheel, no, a flywheel works with the formula that energy is equal to the mass times the square of its velocity, no. So it depends upon the mass of the rim, no. So this is the rim here, mo ni ang rim sa flywheel, and the rotation of the flywheel produce an kinetic energy, no. So with this, if you know the mass, you wanted to produce a specific energy or energy of kinetic energy, you have to specify the velocity as well as the mass, no. So this is a type of what we call as rational design, because you base your design on a specific formula, mathematical formula. The next one is empirical design. So this type of design depends upon empirical formula based on observation and past experience without regard for system and theory. So this is the process or design process which is based on experience or observation from the past, no? So if you are experienced, you know what is the right size, what is the right speed. So this is the technique that they use, no? So empirical equations are based on observation and experience rather than theories, and as a result, the units on the right side of the equation do not always correspond to the units on the left side, no? So this is because the person doing this is experienced based on his observation. The third one is industrial design. So industrial design is depends upon the production aspects, no. So focus ni sa production aspects which is for mass production, no, to any machine component in the industry. So it is a process of design applied to products that are to be manufactured by mass production. So in this case, they have to focus how they can produce much volume in a limited time, no. So they have to redesign the machine in order nga the specific mga equipment will be kuan kanang match, no, to produce more, no. Ang purpose ani is more production with less cost, no, in a limited time. So more on business, more on industry, no, for mass production. So number 4 is optimum design. So this is the best design for a given objective function under constraints, no. It may be achieved by minimizing the undesirable effects. So when we say optimum, we can say that this is already the best, no. So it has gone to a process of eliminating some mga undesirable effects, no. And so the designer has already optimized, no. So there is a process here, no, in optimization process. So after the concept, after the machine is already prototype is already produced, So they are going to minimize other undesirable effects of other components of the machine. Okay, number 5 is the system design. So it is the design of any complex mechanical system. So you are considering the whole system, no? So the process of defining the elements of a system, such as the architecture, the modules and components, the different interfaces of those components, and the data that goes through the system. So you are not looking into a specific element or component, but the whole system, no? How the specific mga elements can jive with the other interfaces of the components. So the whole system, no? So designing the whole system. Number 6 is what we call as element design. So this is a specific part, no, of the machine. The design of any element of the mechanical system, such as crankshaft, connecting rod, etc. For example, you are going to design, you have already the machine, no, but you are not sure of what size of the shafting that is needed for the machine. So you are going to design that specific element, the shafting. So you will use some computation, how much force is needed, how much torque is required, and so you use some equation, no, in order to come up with the right size of the shafting, or what you have to specify what type of material, and so different materials has also different strength, no? So that is what we call as element design, or the specific part of the machine. Okay, number 7 is computer aided design. This type of design depends upon the use of computer assist in the creation, modification, analysis, and optimization of a design. So what we call as CAD, no, or computer aided design. So you will be using different software, like for example SketchUp, CAD, or any computer assist designing, no? So this is what we call as computer aided design. Okay, so that's all. So thank you very much for listening. So we'll see you later.